Hello, and welcome back for part 6 of This is Total War with Arkhan the Black. And stuff is happening, certainly. Over the end turn, we just took out one of the remaining lizardmen armies, or I think it was just a single lord, but anyway, they're down to just this, so they're more or less taken care of. They have no settlements left. And having gone for 30 plus turns with just our two starting settlements, in the last 3 turns I basically took these 3 settlements, which was pretty aggressive and has had the downside of putting me in contact with a bunch more factions, which I have to declare war on per the This is Total War rules. So I think the next little while I'm going to try and focus on consolidating territory I've taken and finishing off a few of these enemies. So the dwarves and these Bretonnians each just have one settlement. The reason to not finish off the Bretonnians earlier was that I'd be put into contact with the people I'm already now in contact with, so there's no reason not to just wipe them out, I think. And similarly for the dwarves, they'll just build up armies and be annoying, even if they're not recruiting particularly strong units. Taking the last settlement makes life easier. Over here, there's the Rakaf dynasty, who hold these 3. So 3 out of the 4 parts of this province. I think I'm not going to try and fight them in the short term.
Attend your king.
We're actually rated pretty highly on the strength rank here, which is good. Yeah, lots of lots of enemies. So I'm not too concerned about the Rakaf dynasty. I'm not going to put much effort into trying to hold this settlement. I'd much rather use my army to finish off, or my armies to finish off the Bretonnians and the dwarves. I think in this sort of situation, one way you can get yourself in trouble is to actually have armies extend too much, take battles that they shouldn't take, not, scout properly, and get attacked by 2 enemy armies at once over the end turn. This is the sort of thing that can go wrong. Actually, losing settlements is really not such a big deal. Yes, we get a bit of money from holding this, and, we have another build slot here if we want it, right? But, it's just not such a big deal, and it's not worth risking irreplaceable units or experienced troops or characters for. So with that in mind, I'm prepared to completely abandon this. There's maybe even an argument for raising it in the first place, but not to worry. Alright, first things first, got a couple level ups here. So I think make your way along the red line towards Resurrect. I think that's a good idea. This will be really good as well. An extra boost for our missile units, basically. So let's grab another point to that.
Eternally loyal.
So the Lich Priest, we could either go for work on his magic a bit more, which would mean putting points here, or we could take... I don't care so much about that. Yeah, I could take this. More Winds of Magic Power Reserve, a boost to research rate. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a small boost to research rate. We take a hit to the research progress or research rate when we complete our next technology for the 3rd army. And that plus 2%, although it seems very small, probably will actually take a turn off the time it takes to get our 4th army. So, worthwhile. Okay, so next I think I want to move heroes and try and gain intel before deciding what to do with my armies. You can see that the Bretonnians have moved out of Lashiek, so let's try to find them. Okay, there's still an army in the vicinity. But where is our other army? It is here.
You are not him.
Okay, so they're out of range for Arkhan to attack this turn. And they are threatening to get over here. and you know, threatening to attack Sorcerer's Islands, which I don't want. So based on that, I think I'll move Arkhan some ways up into their territory and go into ambush stance. Still just an army of mounted yeomen, so not expecting any problems there. Okay, got some more gold now, so need to think a little about building, but let's leave that till later. Over here, the dwarves have got 16 units in their settlement, and I think I'm going to use this Necrotech to try and scout out just how strong they are and what units they're recruiting before I just blindly march in there. There's also some small chance that there's another hostile army just in the vicinity that I'd like to spot. Could also send this Necrotech over to the Rakaf dynasty, but I believe that their army was just up here taking Bel Eliad off the Chevaliers Lyonnais.
Ready.
Yeah. Interestingly, they actually still have 2 territories. Yes, poor Khemri is... yeah, it's really funny. Like, Cetra and Rapance have swapped territories. Like, Cetra started over here, but he's lost this, and he's got this territory as his last one. Rapance started here, has lost this, but has taken Khemri. Yeah, pretty obvious that Rapance has come off a lot better in that deal. Although she did just lose this settlement. So, sorry, got a little sidetracked there, but I'm not going to worry too much about the armies of the Rakaf dynasty. I think they'll come to attack me. I think they'll try to target this settlement, but probably not imminently. It might take them a couple of turns. So, let's have the hero move out this way.
Not yet. Do not
There's not much downside to... Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, this was useful to see. There's numerous armies.
I will not
This way.
disgrace my ancestors.
So we can't see what's in their armies, but we can see what they can recruit. And sadly for them, it's just not much. Oh, they allow... Yeah, so this building allows recruitment of Bugman's Rangers. Those aren't a bad unit. I wonder if they've gone for a full...
Slaves, I need
they've gone for
more.
a full stack of those, maybe.
No, I will not shame my clan.
Nope, it's the Miners Guild. Alright. Well, Miners are the lowest tier dwarf units. This is kind of the best case scenario, that they just recruit a pile of these guys. So, with this in mind, I think we can't reach this turn. No, not quite. I think I'll finish off the Lizardmen, then move over here, probably go into ambush stance, and prepare to attack the Dwarves' last settlement next turn. I do have a floating Regiment of Renown, these Tomb Guard, plus another Casket of Souls. I don't need either of those in this army. No. I'm going to have the Casket of Souls join Arkhan's army, actually, I think. Partly so that he has a siege, you know, for the siege against Lashiek that I'm imagining we might want to be launching in a couple turns. So yeah, don't need to do anything else with this army, just launch the attack. I don't think they'll retreat because they don't have a settlement left. So I think they'll stand and fight, despite being far weaker than this. Yeah. What kind of slan is this? It's a fire slan. Alright, well, Fireball's going to kill something, but the rest of this army is no threat at all. I don't think I'll order resolve, just with another battle coming up the next turn. We are going to get replenishment, but just be on the safe side, fight it manually, avoid any heavy damage to units. It's pretty funny that these Lizardmen are actually the first faction that I'm going to wipe out, given how long I've been going back and forth at it with the Bretonnians and Greybeard's Prospectors, the Dwarves. Okay, so this is as far as they have to march through. I don't think the trees actually block the Casket of Souls shots. I could deploy off to one side. Yeah, why not? Doesn't really matter. I think this battle's completely a formality. This army's pretty strong. It's certainly not unbeatable by any means, but it's solid. I think it's solid enough that I actually have decided to make Arkhan and my Arkhan's army and my third army stronger before I invest too much more in this. I'm a little wary of putting too much in one army. Obviously I'll do my best to make sure this army never is in a position to lose a battle, but still, you know, accidents can happen in that. So don't fire at will. Yeah, let the skinks get into casket range and then destroy them. Could rather have you shoot this unit. There goes a fireball. Okay, the same for the chariots. Ah, that's not too bad. I don't think it's going to do enough damage to take one of them out. No. Should be able to heal a lot of that damage with my passive healing. In fact, might as well get going on that since I'm not going to need all these winds of magic. So these skinks have javelins. That makes them a little more threatening than the rest, although it's not a big deal. One thing is I would like to actually wipe this army out if possible, because I don't want to have to deal with them again, basically. Okay, this is all looking just fine. Archer's going to get into range in just a couple of seconds. So I'll definitely try to use my chariots to run down as many fleeing skinks as I possibly can. Got some javelins coming in here. Tomb Scorpion's in no danger at all from the skinks, it can just get into combat there, no problem. Got enough magic to drop down damaging spell over here. Yeah. Lots of skink units breaking already. As I said, nothing here is really going to be a problem, it's just a case of whether I can wipe them out completely. Poor old Slan has nothing to do except watch his army die. Yeah, try to finish those off. Alright, looks like we're going to let a few skinks get away, but I don't care too much about that. If we do enough damage to the army so that there's no chance they can like assault a garrison and actually take out a settlement, then I don't, you know, I'm happy to just leave them. Keep up with the healing. Probably can just hold fire on the Casket of Souls now. There we go. Okay. So yeah, no losses. Lord's dead. I think that's likely to mean that they just get wiped out regardless now. Even if I don't finish off their units, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see. Just try to heal up this last bit of damage on my Tomb King. Alright, don't need to keep shooting with them. Oops. Didn't mean to send my Lich Priest into fight, but it's fine. Yeah, so this unit was under strength when it came into the battle, that's why it's not healing. Alright, didn't quite manage to get the Tomb King back up to full health, but it's not a problem. So if there's anything left, there'll just be a couple of units of skinks and whatever lord comes in to replace the Slan, so... yeah, pretty much just a formality. But still good for experience, still good for a bit of gold, you know. Alright, not much gold. Okay, 400 plus 290, sure. In fact... oh, we got a... Got an artifact here, or magic item, magic resistance. Okay, that's not amazing, but not bad. So do we want to add an extra 2 turns onto our Endless March for more campaign movement and get a little extra gold, or do I want to go for Canopic Jars? Canopic Jars is something I would like to start earning more of, and I have a plan to do that in the next few turns, as soon as my 3rd army slot's available, actually. So, because this army, yeah, I think I just want to add on to campaign movement range, take a little gold. Alright, so they're not wiped out, but they didn't go very far. Well, I guess that's good in the sense it gives us another battle, another set of experience points. So, yeah, and they didn't run very far, so I think I'm fine just coming in here to finish them off. Okay, another level up here, and reanimate. Great.
Trusted in life.
Okay, so do I want an extra bit of extra protection for the Lich Priest? Causing terror is not a huge deal. I'm not planning for him to be in combat. I mean, I'll eventually pick up these skills, it's just a case of the ordering. Ambush success chance for the hero's army. Enemy hero action success chance minus 5%. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I'd prefer to grab that over the putting more points into the Righteous Smiting spell. So he's level 18 now, so in 2 more levels we'll unlock this next unit of Regiment of Renown. Alright. Now this one I think I can safely auto-resolve. If I take a casualty here I'll be extremely disappointed given how much missile fire is in our army. The game usually takes that into account. Yeah, loss is 0, so no damage. Whole 8 gold. Alright. Since the number of Canopic Jars you get from a battle is flat, I think I'll just grab the 30 here over the 30 gold. Yeah, that's not a tough decision. Planbuster. Leadership when fighting against Lizardmen. Well, that's nice, although I don't think we'll be fighting against other Lizardmen for quite a while. And faction destroyed, Tlaqua. So 1 enemy down. Lots to go. Okay, and let's head back up towards this way. I want to go into ambush stance to sort of bait the dwarves into moving out. I'm okay if they want to come down here to attack Vulture Mountain, even though the garrison's not particularly strong. I do have walls, so they're going to have to spend turns making siege equipment, and I'm envisaging, you know, basically taking this settlement, taking out whatever's around here, and then getting down to relieve Vulture Mountain if necessary in the next turn. I think that all looks good. Yeah, and 3 more turns for the campaign movement rate buff. It's good to keep track of that. Like, that extra 20% is a big deal. You really, yeah, you notice it when you lose that, for sure. Okay, this Lich Priest, I think... I'm trying to decide whether I want him to keep an eye on this army or to scout up this way. I guess I can kind of do both. I'm not concerned about another... This is the very southern border of the map, so I don't have to watch too much further south. Guess I'll walk up to get... Oh, interesting. So I triggered an event because I walked into this territory. Yeah, I forgot I had a quest to do that. Okay. I can't remember quite what happens here. Should the agent enter the tomb and risk becoming a combatant? I think there might be some chance of my agent getting wounded or whatever if I do that, so let's wait. I don't particularly... I mean, getting this artifact or magic item, Tomb Blade, would be nice, but I'm not in a rush. Yeah, so Arkhan's mad because Lizardmen are after... or like invading and taking out the crypts where his... back in this area or whatever. Diplomatic relations with Vampire Count, so it's useless, fair enough. Okay, we have a battle against some Lizardmen. Okay, let's not worry about that right now. So it does earn Arkhan the Tomb Blade. So what does this do? +5 public order, but only for the local province. Weapon strength, magic attacks, post-battle loot. Oh yeah, summoning the skeleton warriors. That's powerful. Although since the whole of Arkhan's army currently is already skeleton warriors, like this is kind of nice when your army's full of more elite support or artillery units, and you want to be able to summon extra skeleton warriors as like you know, just an improvised front line. It is, yeah, it's not bad though. Okay, not worried about that right now.
Arise and move.
Just trying to get close enough to get line of sight here. Okay, so there's no army here currently. They've got the Black Tower of Arkhan. Yeah, it gives them a pretty strong garrison. And they've got tier 3 Royal Barracks and the Scorpion Nest. Ooh. Yeah, this would be a really nice settlement to capture. Okay, but no army here currently. So military presence 6. So that's 18 to 20 units between these 3 settlements, right? Yeah, that's how the military presence gets counted. Who else are they at war with?
Priests whispered to me that you lack.
They're at war with Chevaliers de Lyonesse, who are over here now. And they're at war with Thugen's Errantry, who are here. Okay. Alright, in that case, let's move back and just try and keep an eye and see if this army is moving up or heading off. I believe this... Yeah, these...
What do you have to say?
Sudenburg's at war with Clan Moors, although there's someone that they like based on the green colouring of the province over this way. I wonder who that is. Is that another dwarf faction? Can't remember. I think it's another minor faction anyway. So that suggests that the Skaven have not come like all the way down here already. Clan Moors start up over here somewhere, I think. They may have gone to war without actually living, like, being neighbours yet. That sometimes does happen. In any case, I think there's a good chance that this army will see that we've left settlements undefended and, you know, turn around and come for us. We'll see. Alright, this army's moved. Losing public order in all these settlements, but that's not a problem. Okay, so for Arkhan. So yeah, moving up and going into ambush stance I think is my plan. Do I actually want to ambush them? Trying to decide if I want to position in such a way as to actually ambush them as they're moving across. Yeah, it doesn't look like I quite have enough movement for that, so let's move to here. We don't get full replenishment on these units, but that's not a problem.
On my will.
So then I think the only other question is whether I want to recruit the Casket of Souls now, and I think given that we're likely to have a battle over the end turn, the answer is yes. So whichever skeleton unit has the least experience, kick it out and bring in the casket. I don't want to recruit this unit of Tomb Guards. They're actually not as, in some ways they're not as good as my regular recruited Tomb Guard, because the regular Tomb Guard all have shields which makes them far more resistant to missile fire, whereas this is really an aggressive like dual wielding sword infantry unit. And I just don't really need that against the Bretonnians right now. They're nothing, you know, they're anti-infantry, we're mainly fighting cavalry. If I leave them in reserve here, I can just choose to add them to another army later if I want. Might as well bring the Tomb Prince over this way, so that he can join Arkhan's army and perhaps pick up a bit of experience next turn. Having said that, he doesn't have a great trait, so that... Just wondering if I can actually recruit... Oh, I can recruit a Chariot Master. Yeah, so I think Chariot Master is overall the strongest trait for Tomb Princes. Certainly in terms of like boosting their own fighting skills, because the Chariot's their best mount, so boosting melee attack and melee defense when on Chariot is strong. So if I recruit another Tomb Prince here, he won't be able to move this turn, but he could move next turn. I'm not too concerned about troops coming down this way. The thing is, because Thegan's Errantry and Knights of Abrigo are at war with Khemri, it's pretty unlikely that they'd send their troops through what's now Khemri territory and here just to attack us, right? So I think I'm okay with disbanding this guy. He doesn't have any... No, he doesn't have any followers. So let's disband this guy. He was only at rank 1. I'd rather just get the good trait that I want to keep for the rest of the campaign in Chariot Master, and, you know, in a couple of turns he'll be able to get back to scouting if I need him to. Okay, 2 more turns for another army. Really would have been nice to get that. Yeah, it would have been nice to like delay my rapid expansion until I had a 3rd army maybe, but I think I can get away with it. Okay, so looking over here, definitely want to get the tier 3 upgrade going. Now, yeah, that's expensive to upgrade. Let me just check something. Oh, can't recruit. Yeah, I guess neither of my armies can recruit. So I still have this, which is, yeah, so that's 2 more. That's 2 units of skeleton chariots I haven't recruited yet. There's no recruitment building there, that's fine. I just produces dies. Yeah, definitely don't want to put money into that settlement. I'm going to probably lose it. Just debating about what to put into this building slot. I'm in a nice position because I don't have gold-wise. I'm not saving up for, like, you know, I just did the Casket of Souls. I just did this thing a couple of turns ago, so I don't need a chunk of gold for that. None of these other upgrades are worthwhile. I don't need to build anything here. Yeah, it's going to be a long time before I have more growth available. So I can, yeah, I can spend this gold. Could go for you Shabti. I don't like building this settlement, building this building in a minor settlement because you don't get up to the higher tier, and this only lets you recruit 1 new Shabti unit. As I've said before, I'm not really a fan of the cavalry chain, and again, it sort of suffers from the fact that you don't get much benefit in a minor settlement where you can only go to tier 3. So I think I'm either looking at chariots, more chariots, and then eventually Screaming Skull catapults, or something on the infrastructure side, so more growth possibly. So more growth has the advantage of getting Wizard Killer's Palace to tier 4 sooner, and this is a pretty safe settlement now. Like, I really want to develop this as fast as possible. On the other hand, we have public order issues still, which, unless, well, if I get to Lashiak and take Lashiak, then, because that's part of this territory, or this region, or province, sorry, getting the terminology mixed up, I actually could have an army stationed here, for example, and still get the public order. I'm just trying to decide whether I can avoid, like, get away without going for public order here. Yeah, I think what I'll do is actually turn off the taxes. I'll turn the taxes back on when I'm actually trying to recruit, because it costs me a recruit slot. And I'll go for the chariot building. I have in mind recruiting all the melee chariots and archers and stuff with my 3rd army. So yeah, I think this is good to get. Like, the Screaming Skull catapults you can get from the 3rd tier of this building are really nice artillery units. You can see just how great artillery is in this game from how well the Caskets of Souls have performed this campaign. Yeah, I'm not building anything there. So I think I've moved everything. Let me just double check. Yeah, both my Necrotechs out of the army currently, which I'd certainly love to get more heroes as well for just... I'd love to scout this whole area now, basically giving him a war with all these factions, but I have to wait a little while on that. Haven't discovered anybody new to go to war with. And yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I guess yeah, actually, now that I think about it, it's probably worth going for the extra 2 public order in this building. I don't care at all about the carrion, by the way. I don't think they're a great unit, but this, yeah, so it's an extra 2 public order for 1500. That doesn't feel like a great deal, but yeah, so let's start building it. I can always cancel that in the next couple of turns if I decide that 1500 gold to go somewhere else. I just feel like I don't want to be, yeah, I don't want to be forced to like just have an army babysit this area, essentially. Oh, and I've been silly here, so yeah. Yeah, I could have made that last building a bit cheaper if I had built it while Arkhan was still in the province. But yeah, it's very easy to forget little things like that. It's not a big deal. It's only a couple hundred gold. Alright, I think I am done.
The day of awakening comes.
Yep. Ambusher trait. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, ambush defense chance actually quite nice. We're going to end up probably fighting against Skaven, or if we fight other Beastman tribes, having ambush defense is good. Alright, well this happened sooner than I thought. So here come the Rakav dynasty, and as I was sort of hinting at, I've got to just surrender this territory. There's no point fighting this battle. I'll do a little bit of casualty, you know, a little bit of damage, but I'm not going to attack this and retake it in one turn. So they'd be able to just replenish, so yeah, just auto-resolve it. I mean, that gives the Rakav dynasty full control of this province. It's not ideal, but yeah, let's just, like, again, focus on finishing off the dwarves, I think. Oh, and they didn't even manage to lay siege this turn. That's great. Surprise! Well, the ambush failed, but they're on forced march, and they're going to get destroyed. So this army is actually set up really very similarly to my kind of original army in the early parts of the campaign. Yeah, I'll go for a gamble. Arkhan's magic's not super important, but 9's a bit of a low roll. Oh, that's better. Okay, so we have 1 Cascade of Souls, 3 units of archers. And we have Tomb Guard as a front line now, which is great. So yeah, just have to watch the flanks. Like, again, when facing the fast Bretonnian light cavalry, you don't want to have the units, you know, have their mounted yeomen come around and take out our archers in the back or something. But otherwise, I'm not foreseeing any difficulty at all here. We've got plenty of infantry to cover us as well. Yeah, we can overlap units, it's not a problem. They don't have any artillery. Arkhan can command from the front, I think, at least to start with. And Leave the cripples at the back, don't want them getting shot. And yeah, enemies on forced march, so no need to break formation to pursue since they get wiped out and we win anyway. Toggle skirmish mode. They have quite a few archers, which means we'll be taking casualties on our spearmen. That's just reality. But yeah, shouldn't be a difficult battle overall. Trying to see where their lord is. He's over here. This is their faction leader again. Don't know if this is the third or fourth time we've fought against him, but it's been a lot. His units got stuck at the back and took maybe extra casualties, I don't know. Yeah, I can see they're trying to go around for a bit of a flank. Might as well shut that off here, I think. Alright, missile fire's coming in. I'll boost physical resistance here. It lasts long enough that it will work after that unit gets into combat. Let's concentrate fire on one unit of mounted yeomen at a time, try and break them. There's their general, okay. That's good to know, although I don't think we have to do... There's not much we can do about him as usual, it's just a case of letting him hit the skeletons while we destroy the rest of his army. This unit's ready to rout, and it is routing, so let's shoot the other one. Archer's doing a good job of damaging this unit. Yeah, another charge into the front of spearmen. Oh, did not notice these units. Yeah, have to be a bit careful here. Might just give a leadership boost to this unit. Yeah, need a bit more reinforcement this way. We're not going to catch these units, but I see no reason not to at least force them away. Okay, that unit's broken. Let's try and break one of these melee units. Where do we need a bit of help? Maybe back over here? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do a great job of protecting my rear in the end. I let my formation just be a bit too static. I could have actually spread out the spearmen more and covered the flanks and rear better, so I'm taking casualties on the ghouls. I don't... Yeah, it's not really going to matter, just could have done it a little better. Oh, is this unit... Yeah, this unit is in a bit of trouble. Alright, see if I can go help out. Okay, I've routed all the units that are back here, that's great. Yeah, looks like their morale's dropping. Definitely need to try and prop this unit up, so give it a leadership boost. So looks fine. Yeah, their lord's in there as well. I wonder if there's actually a chance we can... Well, no, it doesn't matter. I was going to say we could surround him and finish him off, but his army's in forced march, so he's going down either way. Okay, well I took a lot of damage on this skeleton unit, but that looks like it's the army loss penalty. Yeah. Yeah, no need to keep shooting. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. We don't have any way to heal our troops, unfortunately, so just end the battle. hopefully not many more of these silly yeoman stacks to get through. Yep, so gold plus campaign movement range for Arkhan, that sounds great. Yeah, replenishment is pretty minor. Yeah, so we lost that settlement. And the army was nothing special. I didn't comment on that. They had lots of tiers of experience, but they were just like tier 1 skeleton infantry and archers, so not a big deal at all. And Arkhan picked up. Oh, that's a nice follower. Extra campaign movement range. Exactly what we want. Yes, I think a second point here. Oh, let's actually hold off on that. Maybe I want to put a point in to get even more campaign movement range. Presumably he can't quite march. No, he can't get over to Lashiak. Okay. That's too bad. So I could move here and go into the stance that would improve replenishment. Let's send out the Tomb Prince first. See if I can see any more Bretonnian movements. Yeah, so they've almost got a second army ready to go there. Wow. I think what I might do is I think I might wait for a second army before trying to push up and take Lashiak. They just recruit so quickly. And the garrison there is no pushover. They have the walls, defenses, and a dozen units. Yeah, 12 units.
I am destined.
Yeah, I think I'll come back over to stand within Sorcerer's Island and get the replenishment. It's not much replenishment. I can go into this stance and get a bit more. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I also have the option of recruiting these last 3 archers. I think that's a great idea. This unit's sufficiently weak. I know it's got 1 more tier of experience, but I don't care so much about that. I'd rather just get rid of it, since it's... yeah, if we're pushing out again, it's not going to be able to replenish back to full. Alright, and I need to put the taxes back on to get the 3rd recruit slot. There we go. And in terms of global recruitment, I'll definitely make use of this when my 3rd army is available next turn. Start recruiting these chariots using global recruitment, but I don't want to replace anything else in Arkhan's army. As I've said, I'm not a huge fan of Nekahara warriors, and the Crypt Ghouls already do a similar role, so I'll leave them.
See, Father, I command.
Looks like is this army still here? Probably should have this Neck Protect. Yeah, I have to decide what to do with my Neck Protects. I don't need to watch the dwarves. I'm just going to take this turn, and this army's going to lay siege here, or at least it's not going to just wander off and disappear, I don't think. So I just have to choose where to send my Neck Protects for scouting. I'd like to hold on to this, although it's not it's not such a big deal if I lose it. And because it has walls, again, it's just the advantage that the AI can't attack and take it in 1 turn. Or they almost never do that, even if they have siege weaponry.
I forbid this. The ultimate shrine.
Alright, let's send this guy up north through the valley. And then I can just check out what's going on up this way.
Continues.
Get some sense for how strong these new Bretonnian factions are and how likely they are to start attacking me.
Not likely. I will not disgrace my ancestors. Move, slaves.
I could have this guy join the army for the assault, but I'd actually rather he just get scouting. And I'm also up to 20 units already in this army. So, let's do this. So we have the option of... I think if I go for this unit, they'll just retreat. Oh, this army, sorry. So I can lightning strike to prevent reinforcement from their other armies outside the settlement, but I'm going to have to fight the units, the set of miners that are stationed here along with the garrison. Let's just go for that. I'll just go for this and use lightning strike. And
You defy me?
okay, that's interesting. So I got that wrong. I thought this army was garrisoned in the settlement, but it wasn't. It probably should have been, because now I just get to wipe out all this at once. Yeah, there's no need to lightning strike here. I'd rather these guys came in so I could kill them. Yeah, this looks good. I've got to be careful with that. There are sometimes where it really matters to know, like, that you're right-clicking on the correct unit, correct army in that spot. So I could have just checked that the third army was also outside the settlement, but on this occasion it doesn't matter. Oh, so one of the dwarf lords is coming in behind my army. That's unfortunate for him. So yeah, there's a mix of infantry and ranged weapons here, but nothing at all to worry about in this army. Just trying to decide how to go about this. Kind of tempted to just have my Tomb Lord, Tomb Scorpion, just right over here and like take this guy out as soon as he comes into the battlefield. Yeah, that seems like a solid plan. Have everything else in the center. We can either advance on the garrison troops or wait for them to come to us. Either way. Shouldn't really need skeletons to do much fighting this battle. And the garrison gets wiped out if I win, but the two lords don't, so that's something to bear in mind. I've got my chariots as well. Yeah, I forgot about those. Maybe deploy them around this way. I don't want them getting shot too much. We're going to have a turn's replenishment before any other tough battles, so unless I take, you know, lots of casualties somehow, we should be totally fine. Alright, let's go. Hello, buddy. Welcome to the Scorpion Sphinx double team. Alright, caskets are open firing. Let's aim for the Quarrelers. I think they're probably most dangerous. They have some long beards, but only 2 units. Yeah, I think this guy doesn't stand much chance here against 2 anti-infantry units. Alright, trying to move up the Quarrelers to take a shot at my chariots. That's just fine. I'll pull them out of range. I'm only using them here to really just be a distraction. Stop the Quarrelers. Like, the Quarrelers, you know, could do some damage to our infantry, so let's just avoid that. It's actually... there's no need to fight this guy right by the edge of the map. We don't want him to get away, I'd rather just kill him. So... moving back might achieve that. Okay, his chariots have done their job. to take out Longbeards, and yeah, let's take out Longbeards. I may as well start spamming some magic to just get passive healing going. Shoot at that guy. There we go. Now we can fight him again. May as well use this. It's not really going to do much, but it's there. Okay, so I have a Thane here in the garrison. He's not a great target. I'd much rather just focus fire on these infantry. Taking a bit of damage on these chariots. Give them a boost. Yeah, Blood Dwarves didn't stand a chance here. They just don't have anywhere near enough, well, troops. Gotta try and run this guy down with my chariots before the battle ends. Don't need to do that just yet. I don't really want to hit my own chariots with the casket. Yep, they're gone now. Okay. So it's only this guy who's left. And I suppose the Thane, although he doesn't look like he's sticking around for too long. Okay, if they're shattered, there's no need to run them down. Yeah, this guy's the guy we want to try and kill. I think unfortunately their lord got off the other side of the battlefield. Like the... yeah. It doesn't really matter. This is the Thane in the garrison, so he's getting wiped out either way. May as well kill him, I suppose. Send both units of chariots after this guy. Get more healing done. You can see with the taking the extra points in the magic that you can really cast these spells super frequently. Yeah, a few more casts and Tomb King will be back at full life. Might actually run this guy down, that'd be good. Come on, get him. I think this unit, yeah, this unit came in a little under strength. So, probably just this chariot we ended up losing. Not a big deal at all. Almost back to full on the Tomb King. Yeah. I'm not, yeah, I know it seems a little tedious to be spamming the spells. In this case I actually do want to kill this guy, so if I just took the end battle, then he would actually escape, so. I know this looks like a bit of a waste of time, but I'm doing more than just getting a little extra healing. And this guy is very slowly getting run over repeatedly by the chariots, so... It would be amazing if I actually managed to revive or heal so much that this extra chariot came back. That would be pretty funny. They're probably healed for like... well, I can check, I guess. Yeah, I've healed for 2,700 hit points. Maybe get one more cast. Nice. Alright, good stuff. So now all the dwarves are going to have left is the one lord who ran away, and the other army that they headed sent south, which is just a pile of miners and a lord. I'll have to chase this, send this army off to chase after them, but they shouldn't be dangerous at all. And he actually got pretty badly injured before running away, so it's good. Yeah, I don't want to sack this. I'd rather just occupy it. Oh right, and I forgot about this army. Yeah, so this army had already retreated. Well, right, but what's this army gonna do? I mean, they're all taking attrition because they don't have any settlements left. Yeah, I think I'll be able to map up the dwarves fairly easily in the next couple turns. Great, we'll level up. So let's see, so these are like kind of a boost to elite units. They only apply for rank 7 and above, so the gold experience chevrons. And having focused on missile troops, definitely going to take Blessing of the Asp. Extra ammo for archers, and oh, it actually doesn't boost the chariot archers, but that's fine. That's interesting though. So which one does... Oh, right. So the chariot archers actually don't get missile-based bonuses. They get bonuses from this, which is armor, melee attack, and physical resistance. Interesting. Alright, good to know.
Even Nagash trusted this one.
And... yeah, let's pick up the last couple of points in this. I do want him to pick up Canopic Jar Hoarder 2. Just not right now. I'd rather make his magic even stronger. So yeah, this army can't move more this turn, but that's not a problem. Settlement-wise, okay, we picked up the gemstone mine. Although unfortunately this isn't that useful for us because it doesn't produce gold income directly, it just produces a tradable resource, and in this Total War, of course, I'm not going to be doing any trading with other factions. So let's just see. Okay, so gemstones are a ingredient for some upgrades. Let's just take a quick look at other things that need gemstones. So this needs gemstones, but it needs other stuff too that we're not particularly close to getting. That is very strong though, this magic weapon. Yeah, banishment as a bound spell is really nice. I think, if I remember correctly, no individual resource is sort of so essential for this. They are gemstones are needed for some of the high tier stuff. But I don't want to spend Canopic Jars on this. Like, I want to spend Canopic Jars on unlocking more hero slots and possibly getting some of the Dynasty Lords. So I think with all that in mind, I don't need to keep this around.
I am critic proof.
Don't really feel like keeping this around either. Yeah, I could decide what to replace them with next turn, but I'll remove them for now. I can always build a gemstone building later when I'm actually interested in using the mortuary cult to craft those artifacts. Alright, so the situation here looks pretty good. Need to keep an eye on where this dwarf army goes, but again, like, it's just a stack of miners. It's just not gonna do that much, and all these 3 settlements have walls, so they lay siege for a turn, and then I just come and relieve the siege and kill them.
Open the Liber Mortis.
Right, and I had this decision about the level up with Arkhan. I think I will just go for Brute Marcher. I can pick up an extra point here later. This doesn't actually, like, this tier of boosts don't apply to this army yet because it doesn't have much experience. And Resurrect's really powerful, but I don't think I need it just yet. So yeah, sticky a point here for the extra movement rate is fine. Okay, next turn get more chariots. I just don't think it's a great use of money to upgrade this. Extra 10 growth for 1700 gold, same with this, not a good deal. Yeah, same story there again. There's a question as to where, as in which settlement I actually recruit my third army.
The ultimate shrine.
Alright, so let's look at this. So they've got, they control all 4 of these, and their military presence is 10, so they've got 40 units. They've got 2 stacks, so 1 army as well as this.
My faith in you wins. The greatest army.
Let's just move up far enough to get line of sight to the Black Tower again. I think I'll send this guy over this way to track this army. But, okay, so this army is not here, so it's in one of these 2. That's good. I don't think they'll have much apart from those 2 stacks. Actually, I don't think they'll have a third army yet for the same reason we don't have a third army yet. Them being Tomb Kings. So sure, let's send him back this way. We lose line of sight of what's happening down here, but that's alright. Would be good to have an extra hero to scout, but it's a couple turns away still. So next turn we get to start recruiting our third army. That is fantastic. We'll be able to start, like, boost our Knapper income too. Okay, you can keep moving up. Arkhan's going to stick around here. I probably will build my third army over this way, just because even though I have there's sort of a lot going on in this area, like this is my strongest army, right? It can fight any of these armies, no problem. I haven't seen an army that I can't beat yet. Okay, any new enemies or factions? Nope. Don't think there's any need to do anything else. Alright, next turn. Alright. So yeah, unfortunately it looks like the Rakav dynasty are making a push further to try and attack the Oasis. That dwarf army laid siege, yep, not surprising. Laid siege here as well, although that's a bit more optimistic. Oh, but they are launching the attack. Nope. Good luck with that, I guess. When the AI is down to no settlements left, like they'll launch desperation attacks like this to try and take one back. It's kind of convenient for us because it means we don't have to waste movement on our own turn fighting them. This is another army, another situation where we really want to just wipe this army out. So they've got their lords appearing here. We can probably go snipe him immediately. In fact, I can take advantage of the Tomb Scorpion Vanguard deployment and just go kill him. And then the reinforcements coming from this way. Alright. And it's just a bunch of miners. So let's have the chariots. Yeah, they have no missile weapons at all, so the chariots have free reign to just harass. We've also got a bunch of these completely expendable garrison units that I can make a little front line with. Just move back a little bit. And make a skelly wall. Yeah, that looks fine. Don't really need to be very careful with deployment, honestly. It's not a battle I'm going to be losing. Let's just kill this guy right off the bat. Get him out the way. Chariots, you can go. Leave them on skirmish mode. They can just delay and harass the miners. Looks like I may as well advance a bit to get the Casket of Souls into range here. Oh, never mind. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, definitely want to shoot the miners, not their other lord here. And this poor guy is Dunzo. Yep. Now let them get a bit further on so we have space to run them down. Yes, we want to reduce these units below 10% so that they get completely wiped out here. Miners are they do have some armor piercing, but their melee attack's pretty low. They just get crushed by anti-infantry units like my Lord and the Tomb Scorpion here. Let's bring the horsemen around the back, ready to chase down people who flee. Archers are in range now, great. That unit's broken, great. Yep, try and finish these units off if we can. 38. Okay, I don't want this unit to get away. Chariots can run them down. Yeah, make sure you kill some more of those guys, please. Yeah, Chariots ignored my orders to run down these troops, which is annoying. So some of them are likely to get away here. It's not a big deal if they do, it's just I'd rather like finish them off for good, pretty much. Alright, so there's victory, which was inevitable. At least one unit did get off there, which is again annoying. Might still wipe out the army. Okay, that unit's done for. Yeah, kill that lord if possible. We essentially took no damage. Yeah, I think we literally took no damage actually. Alright, we don't need to kill a unit if it's only got 2 left. That's going to get wiped out after the battle anyway. And there's 12 here, so we need to kill a few more of them. 19 there, yeah. Hopefully catch this unit as well before it gets off. can't believe that the Tomb King and his Sphinx have managed to let these miners run away from them. It's pretty funny. Oh well. Okay, that's good enough. I don't think there's any more damage to heal, but may as well spam the spells. Team Scorpion's not great at running units down because it kind of knocks them flying. Okay. Yeah, looks like that's as good as we can do. Yeah, I think 100 gold's not enough and I'd rather take the jars. Yeah. That looks good. Yeah, got to rank 20. Here come the Zabatronians once again. What are you doing, buddy? Guess they can't see Arkhan's armies right there. Well, no surprise as to what's going to happen to that army. First of all, let's just check this stuff. So, was personally involved in combat. Alright, charge bonus and leadership, great. Sepulchral stalkers, okay. And, yeah, buildings came through. Recruit a lord. Turn to complete 8. Well, that time is pretty good since just got the third army slot opened up. And I got another channel value Necrotect this time on my Lich Priest. Yeah. So I think I mentioned this before, but you have a chance of getting this follower whenever you get a level up character, hero or lord gets a level up in a mountainous region, like here, which is really great. I mentioned earlier being able to stack those together to reduce construction costs a lot. Okay, and I get to resurrect on the Tomb King. So this yeah, this is a really nice ability. Extra healing.
As loyal as I.
Got all these 3 kind of global boosts. I still don't think I really need missile resistance or magic resistance on this guy. I'd rather finish off his magic. These will be next. Okay, so this is, well, this is functionally not an army. So what we want to do here is come down and relieve the siege. Before I do that, maybe I'll just move my heroes. I can't imagine changing my mind about what my army's doing, but probably better to do it this way around, I think.
Advance.
So there's no troops here. Ah, so the... Alright, that's good to know. So Thegan's Errantry, they definitely have an army. They probably have 1 full stack, or like 2 weak stacks, looking at how strong they are relative to us. But it's not in their settlements, okay.
I am the greatest artist.
Let's try and find the army that was in this settlement but moved out. Yeah, here it is. So they're going to be able to lay siege to Jellic Oasis next turn, but it's going to take them at least 1 or 2 turns to build siege equipment. And so what I'm thinking here is that they lay siege, so I take out the dwarves here, they lay siege, and then next turn I have this army swing up and wipe these guys out. That looks like it will work out well. Speaking of wipeout, yeah.
Do you take me for a churl?
May as well do this battle next. I think I'll kick out another unit of Tier 1 skeletons in order to get the Tomb Prince involved in the battle, get him a level up. Could also recruit one of these two units, although I don't need to, so let's just leave that flexible.
Joff is my patron.
I don't know what the Bretonnians were thinking. I wasn't hidden here, I don't think. Oh, maybe this stance does hide me, entombed beneath the sands. It kind of sounds like it should, huh? Anyway.
I am my father.
They messed up.
My master will return.
Yep, only 4 units of missile troops, no experience points at all. I would auto-resolve this, except I just... yeah. I think Arkhan's going to start making a push towards their settlement right after this battle, so maybe have a chance of taking fewer casualties doing it this way. Lots of magic, that's cool. Oh, it's a nice vertical cliff that presumably I can't deploy. No. Alright. Just set up over this way. This is starting to look more like a real army. Certainly against troops without armor, the archers are very effective. We've got some decent line infantry in the form of these Tomb Guard. So, given that, yeah, now they've moved this army straight out basically, and are going to lose it all here, I'm pretty confident about going in and taking out the settlement. Yeah, let's try and cover our rear a bit better this time. Something like this. I love the Tomb Prince over on this flank. He's actually very good against... he's anti-large, he's got a halberd, so he's good against mounted units, and he's also, you know, heavily armoured enough that they can't do much to him. As usual, just focus on their ranged troops. Yeah, another couple of heroes. And... well, certainly a Lich Priest for more magic. Plus, maybe getting a couple of those Regiment of Renown in here would give this army a nice boost. But yeah, then I think I'll be in good shape with this army, and I just want more battles to earn experience on my troops. Probably go for a second casket as well. Alright, it's starting to hit us with missiles, so let's boost our physical defense as their charges come in, and concentrate all fire on one unit at a time. Don't bother shooting their lord, it's too heavily armoured. This flank's totally secure, this is a little more porous. Okay, that's units getting wiped out. Let's focus on this one that's shaken. Oh, did not do a good job at stopping those yeomen from charging into my archers. Let's try and get them out of there. Doesn't look like I took any casualties though, so yeah, just about managed to avoid having archers rear charge there. Alright, Arkhan may as well try and fight something. Did over this spearman unit. Oop, this unit's taking quite a lot of damage.
Not a servant.
Okay, that unit's broken. Shoot these guys.
Good. Arkhan the Black. Of Nagash.
Victories in our grasp. Yep.
Necromantic. Shyish winds gather.
Alright, broke this unit. Let's just chase after these others. Persuade them to run away.
Tomb Prince.
Tomb Prince is doing fine over here.
The Lich King. Spell casting. The dead do not rest.
Everything over there is routing. Still got a couple of strongish units here. You know, Arkhan's managed to get himself a bit isolated, but I don't think it's going to matter in the slightest.
Of death.
Yeah, they've given up. Alright. So another army on first march. Gonna get wiped out. Let's try and kill their lord. Might just about surround him there. Oh, stop shooting. Just gonna kill our own stuff. Yeah, some way when Arkhan gets higher level, he can do an army-wide sort of passive healing as well, but that's the only thing this army's missing, I think, is... or like, the main thing, one thing it's missing is ability to just patch up wounded troops. Or not patch up, like reanimate, you know what I mean? Okay, and we are slowly poking Adrian Denio off his horse here. Get him with a Spirit Leech. You can definitely see, like the Tomb Guard are quite a lot more durable than the regular Skaldans. Just that extra armor makes a big difference. And yep, money. And he's dead. Great. Oh, that's not bad. So that boosts, yeah, so that's a magic item that can only be used by spellcasters. Increased power reserves, improved power recharge rate, but 30-second recharge on all your spells or abilities. Yeah, that 30 seconds is actually pretty big for my Lich Priest. For Arkhan it doesn't matter so much, but then Arkhan's magic right now doesn't matter so much. I guess I may as well just leave that on him. Alright, so what's my plan for this Tomb Prince? Well, if he's going to be doing fighting in battle, for sure he wants to get the Skeleton Chariot, but until then... I have a feeling he'll actually be out of the army a fair amount. Doing scouting for us. So it's tempting to put a point into a passive skill like Canopic Jars. No, I'll make him a better fighter for the times when he is in the army. Okay, let's just do a quick check of the Bretonnian strength rating. Yeah, okay, so they don't have anything except these two two lords recruiting.
Do you take me for a child?
Who dares? Yes.
So I think it's time to march on Lashiek. And I'll send the Tomb Prince out of the army. Oh. Well, I wanted to do that in the other order, I guess.
Do not betray your king.
Yeah. So this is an army of Khemris that is coming down to fight us. Still got an army up in Kofur. Yeah, that was a little careless. Obviously, if I was going to move the hero out to scout, I should do it before using up the rest of my army's movement. So this army's on force march currently, but it's not actually going to be able to move this far. Looking at it, it's just basic infantry though, so I think even if they attack Arkhan, I should be okay. Basically having the archers and Cascade of Souls to make the difference.
He's my patron.
Yeah, but now I see this army, I definitely want to put those extra 2 units of Regiment of Renown in this army. Just make it stronger. Let's see. You can't be great friends with these Bretonnians. They don't hate each other though. That's too bad.
I am critic proof.
How about the
You
other way
dishonor
around?
me.
Oh yeah, so Khemri really doesn't like the... Yeah, he really doesn't like the Knights of the Flame. But I imagine he'll still come after us.
Servant fails me.
Yeah, okay. Well, this isn't too bad. I have the option to retreat from battle if this army looks strong somehow. And if I retreat from battle, there's a good chance they won't actually be able to follow up and catch me. And I think I can stand and fight it. Yeah, again, I should have, like, sequenced that a little better, but I think I'll get away with it. The thing you really want to avoid, right, is having an army on force march, like one of my armies on force march, and then realizing, like, oh, there's an enemy army that's going to come attack me. Okay, so we have some building to do, decisions about where to raise my army. I think next I will... Let's check this garrison.
They will feel the lash.
This army's not particularly strong. I'm actually wondering...
Stop that.
Can this garrison actually beat this army?
And slave drive.
64 miners plus half a rune lord.
There is no challenge here.
I think the answer is yes, because we've got these archers. Admittedly, only 50 of them. I think, yeah, I want to do this. Make this attack. We're going to take some attrition? No, that's a little annoying.
Yah is my patron.
Yeah. Let's wipe out this army. Again, I think they won't retreat because they don't have settlements left. Yeah, but they've got no chance here. Got my settlement troops coming in also.
To war for Nehekara.
Okay, so they start being able to hold at choke point, but they've got no missile units to hold it with, so they're going to be forced to come out. Yeah, I guess this is the battle terrain for the mountain area. It's cool. We're not going to be able to really rush down here and hold, you know, hold the other end of the choke point, and we don't need to. I mean, we can just rain. But they have to come up this hill towards us, right? We just stay at the back and rain fire down on them. Did take some casualties from passing through the mountain, like the mountains attrition or whatever it was. That's alright though. Okay, so this positioning looks just fine. Same old formation as always. Tomb Scorpion can go harass them, same as the Tomb King. leave Lich Priest with my army. And I do have Reanimate. Yeah, so this guy I could use for healing periodically during the battle and once it's over. But I can't restore, like, you can see I'm a handful, 2, 3, 4 units down at the start of the battle, and I can't heal those with these abilities. It's only units that fall in this battle, unfortunately. Okay, is that everything deployed? I think it should be, yep. Chariots go down and start harassing, reinforcements come in. Oh, get a free tomb prints, that's nice. Yeah, so these units are completely expendable. Ideally I'll have them actually meet the Dwarven melee assault. Is this guy on a horse? Yeah, he is. Okay, I'm gonna have him, my Lich Priest, come forward and actually use some magic against these clumped up dwarf formations too. Seems too good an opportunity to pass up for that. Oh, look at this blob of miners. Yeah. I suppose I can have one of them shoot at this other flank. Yeah, this is a battle where it really sucks to be a dwarf. You've got to just run up this hill, and you've got caskets, magic, archers raining everything down on top of you. Stick this over here. See how much damage I can do. Oh, it's getting a few kills. It's not bad. Alright, time to send in the Scorpion and the Tomb King. Do a bit more distraction. They've got a lot of units, so I do have to be a little careful of not letting them get to parts of my battle line that I don't want them to. But at least they're not, more elite dwarf infantry, they're just the very basics. Alright, Lich Priest. Yeah, Lich Priest is a good example of what I'm talking about. I don't want him to get into a fight for no reason. Yeah, all these units I can afford to lose completely, so I'm just gonna kind of haphazardly commit them to melee, I think. It's the fighting over here that needs a bit more management. Yeah, so we've got a big clump of infantry coming in this way. Concentrate fire. Actually drop another Skullstorm. That's a Tomb Prince, okay. Get into those miners. And send these chariots down to chase the dwarves for a bit. Yeah, I'm going to take a bit of damage here. Should be able to heal quite a lot of it there, I think. Let's see, who needs protection? Tomb Scorpion's actually taking a bit of damage. Oh, right, yeah, I always forget, the miners do have armor piercing, so that makes them a little less bad than their melee stats might suggest in this spot. Alright, these archers should not be in combat. These units don't matter at all, that's fine. These cavalry are getting wiped out, but yeah, just stall these units. We can wipe them out with the rest of these troops very soon. Okay, so here's their lord. Start using my reanimate ability. Right, these chariots I think I want to try and... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, you shoot here. Try and chase down these routing units, make sure we kill enough to make them not come back. Or like, wipe them out at the end of the battle. Oh, Lich Priest has got into combat here, that's not ideal. Alright, go help him instead. What's happening over here? Yep. Yep, lost a unit from the garrison, doesn't matter at all. These units are routing, that's good. Okay, chariots I think I'd rather run down. Some units over here. Okay, we've got them. Great. Let's have my infantry try and chase down their lord so he doesn't get away. Try and kill some of these big clumps of dwarves and get some passive healing down. Yeah, so no real damage on my main army. Hopefully heal most of it in the next couple of minutes as well. The Lord is getting away, that is not good. Let's try and do something about that. Do not want caskets firing in here with my troops so close. Right, chase after those miners. I've liked the addition of these chariot archers to this army. They don't do a ton of damage, but that's okay. Like, they do enough disruption of the enemy formation. Just gives me enough time to bombard them with everything else. It's good. I like it. I think I wouldn't want melee chariots in this army. I'll start recruiting those into my third army, I think. Alright, please catch this guy. He's only a dwarf, he's got little stumpy legs, we can catch him. Getting the Tomb King down here is good as well for being able to heal these units. Yeah, caskets are done firing. Did well casualty wise as normal. Actually don't worry about that. Got the heal down the Tomb Scorpion there. How many soldiers are they? Yeah, a couple of them are getting away. Alright. Where are my chariots? Oh, all the way this way. Alright. Oh, the unit's gone. They're not going to be able to get over to the other side in time, unfortunately. Any chance of killing this guy? Ah, he's getting away. Darn. Suppose the Sphinx is a bit tired out. Get ahead of him and like push him back somehow? Don't think so. Alright. Get my infantry clumped up here so I can do area of effect healing. Although I don't think I took many casualties. I think this unit's yeah, this unit's a few members down, but that's it. Chariots, need you to finish these guys off. Actually, he's on Lich Priest is on a horse. He may as well try to chase after the miners. Lord does more healing. Yeah. Yeah, he got 60 kills between a couple of his magic casts, plus just running these units down now. That's alright. Oh no, I didn't get the damage unit in range, that's not good. Right, everyone else go away. You come back here. I should have positioned that a bit more carefully. Doesn't matter though. Yeah. Yeah, minimal losses. On the main army anyway. Again, garrison's not important. And we wiped a lot of them out. They do have a bit left though. But they're not going to have enough. Actually, yeah, they're going to have a few units left, I think, but it's not going to be enough to threaten any of my settlements. So I don't think that's going to delay us in terms of moving out next turn to, for instance, to take out the Rakav dynasty. So one great thing about fighting multiple battles in a turn is you do end up picking up a lot of gold. Alright, got an artifact. Plus 3% hit points and reduces melee attack of flying units. Okay. Superior attacker.
Big on.
Oh, I can just wipe them out right now. Yeah, that's just worth doing, I think. Sure.
Nekara rises from the sands.
This looks like an auto-resolve, to be honest. Any damage I get I can replenish this turn, no problem. Yeah, no losses. Excellent.
Onward, soldiers!
Okay, so all the dwarves have left is this, which is nothing. They're not going to take another settlement. They've got a Thane here, but he can't do anything.
No. My dynasty reigns supreme.
So let's...
Prepare the crypt.
Yeah, can force march to Flutter Mountain to get a little extra public order. Then I think I'll have enough movement to get over, certainly within range to reinforce the Jalak Oasis garrison if I sally out against these besiegers, so that looks like a plan. Alright, so I've now completed this line. So yeah, let's grab hit points and fire resistance or missile resistance. Or charge bonus and physical resistance. Yeah, these are all good to have. What am I going to be fighting? I'm going to be fighting against other Tomb Kings by the looks of it. I'd say most of the damage he takes is melee damage rather than missile damage so far. We're not fighting armies with mass archers like High Elves or whatever. So yeah, let's go for the physical resistance first.
As loyal as I.
Okay, and I finally maxed out this magic. I've maxed out all the spells I want to actually cast. I don't mind skipping on these two spells. I'm not overcasting stuff, so I don't need the miscast rate. I think I'll grab Canopic Jars with this hero. I don't need to... Yeah, I'll add to his resistances eventually. I don't want to make him immortal. Yeah, he just doesn't have a good trait.
Only the living sweat.
Okay, and we finally got our third army tech. So now the question is, which settlement do I want to have that army recruited in? I think Arkhan might need a bit more help over this way because...
My servant fails me.
So what I'm imagining is going to happen is Khemri come and attack.
Not betray your king.
I think I can beat them. I'm not concerned about it, but I'll probably take enough damage to where I can't just immediately go and attack the Bretonnians, who will have more troops, and again, their garrison's not so weak. So with that plus the public order issue here, oh, which is actually getting pretty bad, huh? Yeah, it's because Arkhan walked out of the territory. Yeah, I think I'll recruit my third army up at Sorcerer's Islands. So, I've got my two Jar Collectors, I'm not recruiting them. I want another army to actually fight here. And... oh, his traits are not great. At all. But this is the last turn. Let's see here. No. Wrong thing. Yeah, this is the last turn I get the Lord Recruit rank. So if I want to if I want a level 5 Lord, I do have to recruit him this turn. So let's see. I'm going to have 2 of these as jar collectors, and the third one as at least temporarily a general. I can imagine using ambush stance. So let's have the cunning guy as the general. I don't like any of these 3 traits particularly. These buffs to the Lord's melee skills are they're just not as good as some of the other traits. Like some of the other traits boost like leadership and melee attack for the whole army, or ammunition and missile damage for the whole army. Those are the ones I'm after. None of these. So, oh yeah, I got extra jars for completing this quest too. Recruitment cost minus 15%. That's great when you're playing a faction that has 0 recruitment cost. Oh well, whatever. That recruit rank's still something. So you should sit here. Yeah, so we can get some chariots. We can actually grab these units too. Let's give this guy a highborn of Khemri before I forget. Can take it off Arkhan since he's not in friendly territory. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I'm going to just disband this guy. Right, okay. Yeah, so this is just a jar guy, and none of the kings I'm recruiting actually boost recruit rank, so I can just stack up. I can just queue up all this recruitment this turn, so that the units come in with the experience boost. So yeah, 4 turns. Do I want carrion over regular skeleton spearmen? What are the carrion good against? They're only good if... yeah, they're not really good at all, but they're only kind of good against enemy artillery, for example. I'm just not facing any of that. I don't want them, I think. Okay, so I get up to 19 over 4 turns. I'll add some public order to this settlement. That looks good. And this guy is going to be Jars 3. Is that right? Yeah, I've got Jars 1, Jars 2, okay. And get to put full 3 points into the Jar Hoarder. Then replace him with this guy, who's going to be Jars 4. Grab the jars, and then kick him out for this last guy, who I'm not thrilled about. But, yeah, can be a general for at least the moment. And let's see, what do I want to do with him in terms of leveling up? Yeah, so we've just boosted this by another 7, I think. So we've over doubled our rate of gaining jars. We still need to increase that further, but I don't want to general. I'm going to actually use it for fighting to sort of spend points on the jars. I don't think that's a great choice. I am interested in casualty replenishment rate though. Like, you can see how Arkhan's army's replenishment rate's so slow compared to my Overlord because of not having these points. So I think the question is whether I prioritize that over the red line. He's going to have a lot of... yeah, he's going to have a lot of skeletons and Nekahara warriors for at least a while. So that makes this very tempting. Boosts their defense skills. I could get all 3 points into that. That does make quite a big difference. On the other hand, because he's mostly a melee army, his troops are going to suffer losses. Let's just make the army as strong as possible. I think I like that strategy. Okay, and I will add the public order follower for him. There we go. So now I have to decide what my next research is, whether I'm recruiting regiments of renown into Arkhan's army, and also spending money that I've gotten this turn. And let's start by... How far can I move next turn? Oh, I've got a ton of movement next turn. Yeah. I was considering force marching even on the other side of Vulture Mountain, but I think I can just stand in there.
My faith in you wanes.
I don't want to weaken, I want to make this army as strong as possible. We're in for a tough fight here, I think, against the Cetra's general and forces here. So I think I just place the... this unit's got enough experience, I kind of want to just keep it. Doesn't make it... well, it's slightly boost their melee defense. So how many units am I recruiting? 2, okay. Oh, this is actually a nice unit to use against this enemy army. I like how that's lined up. So you're in here for sure. The Sepulchral Stalkers I don't think are as useful, but I'm going to take them over a regular skeleton unit. There we go.
I am sculptor.
Oh, they have Vanguard deployment as well. Alright, that's good to bear in mind.
Open the liber mortis.
Okay, and let's decide on research. So I have a lot of options now. It's too bad I can't unlock one of these special lords while I still have the Lord Recruit rank bonus from the right, but that'll have to wait. I think, with that in mind, I don't really want to recruit... this guy is... well... I don't really want to recruit this guy at rank 1. Or rank 2 it would be. But that plus 8 melee attack when fighting in the desert for the whole army, plus the range 10% is good. Decisions. I think I'll go for a hero first. So, I've explained this before, but unfortunately I need to actually pick both Lich Priest slot here and Lich Priest slot here in order to unlock an actual second Lich Priest, because the one I've got to start with is kind of a free one, so let's just go for an extra Tomb Prince. I just want to scout, like I just need more intel, so just go for the cheapest. Spend a turn on that. Okay, in terms of upgrades here, so this costs 10,000 to get to the Royal Barracks, and I don't really care about just getting it to tier 2 because that just gives me Nekahara Warriors. So let's pass on that and instead upgrade the Chariot building so I can get Chariot Archers. Okay, either Panther has building slots now. Walls are so expensive for defenses. I think I want more public order. I think I just want more public order and growth.
They will feel the lash.
Just thinking about whether I do actually want defenses there at all.
I forbid
I already saw this army, yeah, it's just tier 1 troops.
Shah is my patron.
Yeah, let's go for public order, again, with the thought that I don't really want this army, especially because it's my best army, being stuck on garrison duty here. I'm tempted to build this. If I was... the thing is, Martek is such a better... like, strategically it's much better to build defenses here, fortify this, right? Because armies can't really bypass it on the way down. But I'm not sure I'm actually going to be getting up to capture this anytime soon. given I have the Rakav dynasty coming for me this way, and these major settlements are more valuable than the minor ones further north. The trouble with this is that it doesn't actually build walls around the settlement. I have to get up to this before I can do that, and that's going to cost me a lot of time and money. So I think an extra 6 garrison units is just not enough to justify that cost. Because I don't think this army's in imminent settlement's in imminent danger of being captured, I will invest a bit more here though, I think. Maybe I just want to be able to recruit more archers. What's the growth looking like? Ah, it's not fantastic, is it? Yeah, we suffer penalties because we're not in a... Oh no, we don't suffer penalties. But still, it's not great. I think I'll go for another growth building. I haven't got any of... Yeah, we get a lot stronger when we can get our settlements to tier 4, and I haven't got any of them there yet, so... I think this is good to do. And this hero... Oh, he's used all his movement. Okay, I might be done for the turn then. Yeah, I'm not going to demolish these buildings because again, with there being walls here, like they're not going to take it this turn, so I don't need to. It'd be too late to sell these anyhow. But yeah, I don't need to do anything here. All right, let's just check diplomacy real quick. And rank by strength. Yeah, so my overall strength is comparable to Rakav Dynasty and Chevaliers de Lyonesse.
Track and trap.
No one's stronger than us. Like, I will say that. Yes, we're fighting a lot of people at once, but no one's actually stronger than us. We do need to be careful, but I think we're still in good shape here. So we chose the tech, and got my third army recruiting. Let's end turn. Gonna call it for the video pretty soon, but I imagine we'll have this end turn battle to get through before then. Yep, that looks like an attack to me. Oh, maybe not. Right, going to ambush stance. Well, the value of that stance is diminished when I literally saw you march up there, but you do you, I guess, AI. Alright, so there's going to be a fight at Eye of the Panther this turn. There's no way that dwarf can reach far enough to join the army. No. Oh, wow. Okay, so, look at this. We massively outnumber them, but because our troops are all low tier, it reckons they're way stronger than us. Alright, I guess we're fighting this one manually. Well, maybe I should not comment on this before the battle, but I did not think that the balance would be so bad. The way I see it, I just have to shoot, like I have to just have my archers shoot the miners, like not get into combat with them, but just shoot them, you know, wear them down basically, and we should win easily. Alright, let's see how this goes. That rune, maybe that rune lord is actually strong enough to solo this army though. That is a possibility. Let's get the archers out front. Yeah. I'm not going to actually go for an engagement with these horsemen, but if I can... I basically want to just... yeah, this is good. Gonna pull them away. These guys don't have shields, do they? No, but they do have heavy armor. Okay. Alright. At the very least, we're going to catch these miners in a big sandwich. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Force them to expose a flank. Yeah, perfect. Nope. This is an ambitious charge from the miners? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it's the heavy armor that's meaning we're not actually inflicting casualties yet from the archers, but we are doing damage. You can see the difference between that white or silver bar and the red bar. Alright, we killed one dwarf. Well, two dwarves. That's progress, I suppose. We've still got over half our armor left. I think this is going to work out just fine. We don't want to actually charge them, we just want to make them brace for the charge. If we can just... I don't know what the Rune Lord's doing. The Rune Lord should just chase after our archers, right? Seems like the thing to do. They're doing like... Yeah, they're never going to catch the cavalry, so they should just commit. Not worry about a potential rear charge, which would not be very effective anyway, and just go for our main battle line. But I'm not complaining if they're going to just do this. We're starting to do damage to the leadership. That really matters. Use most of our arrows, but I think it's okay. They do still have quite a lot of troops left, but yeah, as I say, they are they've taken a lot of damage, so I think this probably will still be close. You're actually going to need to get the archers into melee as well, I think. Yeah, if I can keep the Rune Lord back here, that would be great. This is our best melee infantry unit, so that can send that in the front. Spearmen come around the sides. Try and stop the Lord from getting involved. Yeah, there we go. Good. I think we're beating this unit. Nope, nope, nope. No, he's getting involved anyway. Alright. In that case, just charge into the rear of the miners. Gonna have to cycle charge with the cavalry, I think. Yeah, Lord's gonna mess up this skeleton unit, unfortunately. Not much I can do about it. Alright, but we broke the miners. Okay, that's good. Horsemen, run them down. Everyone else, focus on the Lord. I don't think he's strong enough to beat all of us here when he's on his own. I suppose we'll find out. He's taken a lot of damage. Oh, no, he started the battle at low health, but he's taken... Yeah, his leadership's low. I think if we wipe these miners out, we'll be able to get him. This unit is crumbling though, that's not good. Let's try and get them out of here. Yeah. 3 miners, and they're shattered. Okay, so the cavalry can safely charge into him as well. Alright. There's not much strategy at this point, it's just... do we kill this guy before he defeats us? I'm not sure what we do. Oh, yeah. Done. Dwarven heroes in their heavy armor. Just not doing damage to him. And he basically kills us with every swing. Yeah. Hopefully he starts to get tired, loses a bit of combat ability. But our units do not have much leadership. We're going to start to disintegrate. Let's try cyclocharging the cavalry again. Since I do have a bit of a charge bonus. Troops also getting, yeah, our troops also getting tired, which is causing problems. No. Don't want this unit to crumble. Oh, I think I'm going to lose this. This is really annoying. I honestly thought the garrison, even though only part of it was left, was going to be enough to beat this guy and his miners. And it was enough to beat the miners, but not the Lord by the looks of it. Yep. I think at this point we need to land some very lucky hits. I guess the balance of power on the battle screen wasn't inaccurate after all. Don't think there's much I could have done differently. I mean, shooting arrows into the Lord is even less efficient than shooting into the miners, and we dealt with the miners without really taking much damage at all. Yeah, looks like we're losing. Oh, that sucks. So the dwarves are going to get this settlement back, which is bad because I wasted gold on developing it because I didn't think I'd lose it. Yeah, it's not a huge deal. Man, them dwarf lords, strong. Oh, that's it. I could have started recruiting my third army in that territory. That would have guaranteed, like just having the Lord there would have guaranteed that they would have lost this. But I was kind of scared of what was going to happen on the other side with that Cambrian army. Okay, so they sacked and then occupied it. Wait. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Alright, here's some more Bretonnians. Yeah, don't need to worry about this. So what? I'm baffled now. I guess he didn't think he could hold it.
I have no time for this.
But yeah, now I get, because he didn't actually take the settlement, he just sacked it. It did knock it down a tier, and so sure, that's annoying. But yeah, like,
Stop that.
he's still taking attrition damage. He needs to take a settlement. And my garrison, with the, yes, you knocked it down a tier, but my garrison's actually stronger. Like, I've got 120 skeleton spearmen, and 60 archers. I don't know, that doesn't seem like the correct decision to me. I think they should have just occupied the settlement. Anyway, over here we have problems because there's a full stack of Bretonnians that force march past. I'm assuming Arkhan can beat them. I certainly hope he can. Anyway, I'm going to deal with that next time. So yeah, this is the... We saw armies there from like this Bretonnian faction, the Bretonnian faction from this island, just that was the army that force marched past. So weren't able to wipe out this faction before other factions came for us, but that's okay. Yeah, losing that last fight definitely annoying, although not losing the settlement means it's no big deal. Alright, well thanks for watching, and I'll carry on next time.